Hello, and welcome to a new video by your host Snake Solid. Today we will be taking a look at Miitopia on the Nintendo Switch. First off, let's just start off with this. While Miitopia on the Switch may be a port of Miitopia on the Nintendo 3DS, I do believe that the additions to the game do justify the $10 price increase. And yes, while the game is not out at this point in time, I have been playing the demo on my channel as a ton. As anybody who has seen my previous videos and streams on my channel will know, I have been making a ton of fun characters. I love the character editor. So I wanted to get working on a video. This won't be a full-on review, but it will be a first look at Miitopia on the Switch. So let's get started. So first, I want to cover the character editor, which I'm in love with. You've seen it, I'm sure you've seen it. The many different types of characters the community has made. Seriously, go on Twitter and look up Miitopia. You'll see a ton of creators who have made amazing Miis. So, in the new and improved editor, you can place various makeup on your Miis. This can be simple, like what I did with my character, Cherry, the main character, to as advanced as like what I did with Kana here. It might be intimidating with all the options and such, but I encourage you to give it a try and see what you can create. As an artist, this creator is a damn dream come true. Now, if you don't want to create Miis, then I understand. So, how do you get Miis without having to create them? Well, by going online and looking up creator codes, you can get Miis. You can find some codes on sites like Google or Twitter, or even here on YouTube. Just enter the code, and bam, you can download some Miis. Now, anyways, that's enough about the Mii Maker, and now let's get over gameplay. So what are these Miis for? Well, you see everything from the background characters to NPCs to some enemies. Even the main characters are the Miis that you have created in your save data or downloaded from somewhere else. When a Mii is a party member, you choose the character trait and a class for them. This choice is important because you cannot change the class until later. So you'll be stuck with whatever class you choose. It's generally good to have like a support class. Maybe one. Don't do it like me where I have 3 that are support. So, what type of RPG is Miitopia? Miitopia at its most simple is an RPG where you do not directly control most of your Mii characters. Instead, it's kind of like Persona 3, where they act on their own, besides you, of course. However, unlike Persona 3, the lack of controls adds to the fun rather than make it frustrating. And each class does not have a ton of skills, which makes it more likely that the Mii that you have will use a skill that you want. A big amount of the fun comes from the interactions and kind of the risky gameplay to see what your Mii will do. Or you could just be like me and you grind for like 2.5 days and then you just kill everything in one hit. That's an option too. But a big amount of fun comes from the interactions that your Miis have. Every time you stop at an inn, which is sort of like the end of the level, your Miis get a bigger relationship with each other, which can lead to them supporting each other in battles, or in some cases even get angry with the other Mii. Now, a new thing that's new to the port are the horse and the outing ticket. Now let's start with the outing ticket first, because it's a fairly simple thing. An outing ticket is a ticket that allows you to take two of your Miis and have them go on a date, or a friend date. And they increase a full friendship level most of the time on that date. These are kind of like game tickets. They're not given, there's no consistent way to get them. But the demo at least gave me up to 6 that I could use at a time. And meanwhile, in these outings, the settings are populated by your Mii characters that are in your save data, or ones that you've already cast. Now, whenever you're out in a battle, and when you win, you get experience, and sometimes you'll get a food item from them. And depending on your Mii's preference, they can get a permanent stat boosting item. Now, the more they like the food, the better the boost will be. However, if they do not like the food, it will go down. Now, you can't get your stats to decrease negatively, but the meter will fill up slower. Once these boosts happen, you don't need to worry about the stat up disappearing. It'll stay there forever. Let me just tell you, food stat boosting is far more important than levels at the beginning of the game. I would recommend getting as much as you can while you can, because I'm not going to spoil what happens, but levels aren't really important until the very last world. So it would be wise to start gathering food for your Mii early. Or you could just be like me, and every single one of your Miis hates every single food item in the first area of the demo. The only area of the demo. That's an option too. The horse is a fun addition. Now, the horse is sort of like a fifth party member. Party members can bond with the horse. They can sleep in the barn with the horse and grow a closer bond. Now, what the horse brings is new skills. If the horse decides that it wants to team up with you for a team-up attack, you have a variety of skills that you can use on the horse. Like Snort, which is basically a nuke that'll nuke the whole battleground, or I think 3. Or you could use the strong mounted attack, which allows your Mii to ride on top of the horse and deliver a punishing blow to the enemies. Miitopia is a fun game, and I highly suggest trying it. There's a demo in the eShop if you want to give it a try, and Miitopia is the type of game where you'll know if you want to play the full game just by playing a couple minutes of the demo. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you want more scripted content, because this is a newer thing to me, and, I wouldn't mind figuring out what people here watch me for. Thank you for watching. Bye.